Employees of the Month.
Employees are our most valuable asset, and many times the first person a prospective candidate communicates with is Administrative Coordinator Sharon Serduto or Human Resources Officer Vanessa Guzman Santiago. The hiring process is very labor-intensive, with approximately 2,350 applications being made to the Sheriff's Office every year. Sharon and Vanessa review every application and respond to each candidate. In 2019, they conducted over 700 interviews that led to the hiring of 176 new employees. Sharon and Vanessa work with hiring managers to determine the desired skills for each position to identify the most qualified candidate. It is through their passion and effort that the Sheriff's Office maintains the high standards of professionalism with every newly hired employee. For their dedication and thoroughness, they are also being awarded a Commendable Service Bar. During his service as a public service aide, Officer Christoffel distinguished himself on 2 occasions by gaining evidence during his investigation of vehicle burglaries that led to arrests. In the first incident, Officer Christoffel obtained a palm print from the door pillar of the victim's vehicle that enabled agents to identify and arrest the perpetrator. During the investigation of a separate vehicle burglary, Officer Christoffel was able to locate where the victim's credit cards had been used. Officer Christoffel was then able to obtain both video surveillance and screenshots that clearly showed the suspect. Using this evidence, agents were able to gain a confession from the suspect and obtain a warrant for his arrest. In recognition of his attention to detail and outstanding work in these cases, Officer Christoffel is also receiving a Commendable Service Bar. Investigative Support Specialist Laurie Wilson provides all the administrative assistance to the agents that make up the General Crimes Unit at East Precinct. During 2019, Laurie has not only provided this support with excellence, but has filled in when needed as a patrol specialist, assistant for the commander, and even desk officer, while still maintaining her responsibility with the General Crimes Unit. Laurie also goes out of her way to volunteer in the many charitable events that are hosted by the Sheriff's Office to include Dancing with the Space Coast, Speedy DeWitt, the Haunted Jail Trail, and our agency award ceremony. Laurie truly cares about the community and this agency, never asking for recognition. For her dedication to this agency, she is also being recognized with a Commendable Service Bar. Public Service Aide Austin Walsh responded to a residential burglary in the Atlantic and during processing recovered 2 latent prints from the broken window at the point of entry. While on scene, PSA Walsh was approached by a neighbor who provided information that Walsh noted in his report. Using this information, Agent Truitt located property that was pawned by the same individual that was identified as being stolen from the victim's residence. The neighbor denied involvement in the burglary, however, had no explanation for the pawn activity. A short time later, the fingerprints obtained at the point of entry were positively identified as belonging to the neighbor, who was subsequently charged with the burglary. PSA Walsh's actions far exceeded the requirements of a public service aide, and for his perseverance and initiative, he is also being awarded a Commendable Service Bar. In her role as licensed mental health specialist, Vanessa West was given the assignment over the mental health group dorm at the jail. Vanessa has established many group programs to assist in their rehabilitation, such as nonviolent communication, AA and NA groups. Working with other departments, Vanessa developed a faith-based group that typically is only provided to the general population inmates and is currently working to provide essential life and financial management skills. Recently, a judge was so impressed by the group work completed by an inmate that at sentencing that gave the inmate county jail time in lieu of prison. Vanessa's contributions not only represent the agency well, but also provide inmates an opportunity for self-improvement. For her efforts, Vanessa is also being recognized with a Commendable Service Bar. During 2019, Inmate Program Specialist Luann Creasy has contributed extensively in the launching of 4 new programs at the jail: the Juvenile Reach Program, Project Hope, the Digital Garment Printing Program, and the Veterans Pod Initiative. Each program provides the inmate with educational outreach and job skill development. Her direct personal involvement helped ensure the success of each of these programs. Luann is highly motivated, thoughtful, and concerned in dealing with all aspects of the Inmate Programs Unit, and her efforts epitomize the rare qualities most sought after in this position. For her contributions in the successful launch of these 4 new inmate programs, Luann is also being recognized with a commendable service bar. In the span of a week, Security Control Specialist Liz Marie Jarina and Access Control Specialist Fielding located valuable evidence that assisted in the investigation of 3 felony cases. During a traffic stop outside the port, the driver and passenger began acting suspiciously. Liz Marie and Kimberly began reviewing security video and found the males had previously been in the area of one of the marinas. Deputies learned 2 expensive GPS units had been stolen from the marina, and upon searching the suspect's vehicle, the units were recovered. The next day, a fatal traffic accident occurred that closed one of the main roads to the port. These 2 specialists obtained video of the events leading up to and including the accident that were invaluable to the traffic homicide investigators. During the same week, Liz Marie and Kimberly also assisted patrol deputies by locating video of a vehicle stealing a boat and trailer from a local marina. For their diligence and initiative in these 3 cases, SCS Jarina and ACS Fielding are also being awarded a commendable service bar. Corrections technician Jennifer Butler was leaving a local restaurant in Cocoa when she observed an unresponsive male on the ground and another male performing CPR. She asked if her assistance was needed, and the male advised that he was tiring from the procedure. Corrections technician Butler immediately began providing chest compressions to the victim until Brevard County Fire Rescue personnel arrived and took over life-saving efforts. Without the immediate response from corrections technician Butler, this male would likely not have survived this medical emergency. For her exemplary actions, corrections technician Jennifer Butler is also receiving a life-saving award. As a patrol support specialist assigned to the North Precinct, Angela Williams processes all case reports as well as the paperwork generated by patrol personnel. For a period of approximately 6 months in 2019, it became necessary for Angela to perform the duties of desk officer in addition to her position as patrol support specialist. Along with the extra workload, it also resulted in her having to adjust her normal work hours, which she did without complaint. Angela took great pride in assisting the precinct in a time of need that ensured it remained operating effectively. For her dedication and teamwork, Angela is also being recognized with a commendable service bar. Analyst Shabana was assigned to Criminal Investigative Services specifically to provide analytical support for the Economic Crimes Unit. Shortly after starting, it became necessary for her to also assume responsibility for all investigative support duties for major crimes. Within a short time, Analyst Shabana was asked to provide in-depth analytical support for a major homicide case, which required her to conduct hours of social media research, analyze phone records and surveillance videos, as well as create a critical timeline of events. Within weeks of this homicide, the Sheriff's Office received 6 additional homicides. Each of these investigations required significant analytical support, notwithstanding completing her assigned duties with the Economic Crimes Unit. As a result of her assistance, many of these cases have been closed by arrest. For her diligence and determination, she is also being awarded a Bar of Merit. During 2019, an agreement was made with the PBA to implement shift differential pay for our employees. The period between starting their pay and the first paycheck was less than 3 weeks. Payroll Benefits Coordinator Katie Benny worked to develop a process that could efficiently manage and track this supplement and accomplish this task, ensuring that each eligible employee received it in their paychecks. This was no small task, as every employee within each unit had to be verified as to eligibility, and a method developed to manage and track any changes in assignments that could affect the payment of the supplement. Katie played a key role in this undertaking, as well as refining this process. Property Control Agent Williams was in the reception area of the jail complex assisting a citizen when she witnessed a male enter the lobby area holding a handgun. Once inside the lobby, the male placed the handgun onto the ground. She immediately notified additional personnel of the event while still continuing to assist the citizen and monitor the male until supervision arrived. Her quick actions, calm demeanor, and willingness to take control over this incident made it possible to ensure the safety of all. For her diligence and determination, she is also being awarded a Bar of Merit.